Sixers and Warriors last night in Philly. We'll pick it up late here. Minute and a half to play. Sixers down 2. Tyrese Maxey spins inside for the layup. Sixers within 1. Next Warriors possession. Pat Spencer from the wing. He nails the 3. He had a big triple-double. Next Sixers possession. Quentin Grimes.
Let him know.
Oh, Pat needs to keep talking. Sorry, my bad, Pat. Here's Quentin Grimes on the drive. There it is. Hoop in the harm. After the free throw, Sixers within 1. 10 seconds left. Warriors inbounding.
Bad inbound pass. A bounce pass to 2 different guys?
Yep. VJ Edgecombe dives on it. Nick Nurse gets the timeout. Then, get this. Maxey. He throws up the shot.
Who has my back?
Edgecombe right there to finish. Now watch this. Warriors trying to go down the field. Baseball pass. Maxey with the block.
Bye-bye.
Incredible stuff, Shanae. Break it down for me.
Oh, man, what a play. Look this right here. I mean, the extension here to be able to stay present is completely wild.
What a great win there for Tyrese Maxey and the Sixers. Thursday night was Tyrese Maxey's 9th 35-point game of the season. That's already his career high in a season. The only player in the NBA with more 35-point games this season, Luka Doncic, with 10. All right, Shanae, what was your biggest takeaway?
What? That final play. I have to dive into it more because Tyrese Maxey is one of the most explosive, shiftiest guards and players in the NBA. He's currently 3rd in scoring, but watch this right here. Because he averages 32.6 points per game, he's going to take the final shot. I love that the Rook had his back, put it in, but he stays present. He is literally in the stands, but then stays present and runs down the floor. How far does he run? 74 feet. That's what he covered. And then it's the extension, it's the explosion, the max vert of 38 or so inches. That is wild to me to see someone that has really been the franchise in the way that we expected other players to be, but he's embraced it. He's increased his game. He's developed, and he's committed to both ends of the floor.
Mark, what stood out to you from a Warriors perspective?
How much time we got? I told not much.
Yeah.
They played a lot of road games, and Draymond said that's had an effect on the team. Draymond's injury, Steph's injury, Jimmy's injury, Horford not being on the floor, Pod's taking a step back, Kuminga taking a step back. Just a lot going wrong in Warriors world.
David?
Yeah, I'm going to start with the 76ers here and the other guy, not just Maxey, it's VJ Edgecombe. The way that he started this season was on fire, 30-point games, 25-point games, but then he comes back down to earth and finds other ways to win. Defensively, getting that steal. He's been a great defender thus far in this season, and then going in and getting that rebound. This is the type of stuff that, creates longevity beyond just the scoring that you had at the beginning of the season. Now, on the Warriors side, the problem is not just the old guys. The old guys are doing okay. Jimmy, Steph, and Draymond together, plus 13 when they're on the court together. It's the fact that Pods, Kuminga, and those guys are not picking up the slack, and that is putting some wear and tear on that Warriors team. That's some of the stuff that's going wrong, as Mark is saying.
Yeah, we'll see what the Warriors look like. There's still a long way to go here, but they need Steph back in a big, big way. All right, we had a lot of action last night around the association. Let's go coast to coast. Starting with some
King Sportsbook.
To James, kick it, corner, Rui to win the game, and James gave him the basketball. He always makes the right play. What a thrill tonight.
I'll just make the right play. That's all that matters. Win, lose, or draw. You make the right play. The game guys will always give them back to me, no matter if it was a win or loss or whatever. That's just how I was raised, and that's how I always play the game.
LeBron James' streak of 1,297 games with at least 10 points ended Thursday. To put that streak into context, here's some NBA legends whose careers lasted less than LeBron's streak. By the way, Danny Green's career lasted 832 games, and LeBron never scored fewer than 10 points while Danny was in the NBA. It's been almost 19 years, so let's look back at the NBA on January 5th. 2007, the last time LeBron didn't score double-digit points. Kevin Garnett's Timberwolves were in Philadelphia, and KG would hit his 3rd of 5 career game-winning buzzer beaters in a 25-point, 14-rebound performance. Then on January 5th, future Hall of Famer Dirk Nowitzki and Tim Duncan, they went head-to-head. Nowitzki scored 36 points, in a 5-point win, but the Spurs would go on to win the title that year, sweeping LeBron's Cavs. Where was Lakers head coach J.J. Redick, a 22-year-old rookie for the Magic, dropping 8 points in a win over the Bobcats? For the record, J.J.'s Magic won 2 out of 3 against LeBron that season. All right, strong chance that LeBron's double-digit point streak will stand the test of time. Again, only 24 players have played that many games, I mentioned earlier. This one will likely be like Bill Russell's 11 championships, Wilt's 50.4 points per game in 61-62, or maybe his 100-point game, or 55-rebound game. John Stockton and his more than 15,000 career assists, or even Steph Curry's 4,133 three-pointers, and of course, still counting. So the Lakers in Boston tonight, taking on the Celtics. Our Dave McMiniman joins us here now. All right, Dave, what's LeBron's status for tonight?
George, he's listed as doubtful with both the sciatica that kept him out the 14 games to begin the season and arthritis in his left foot. Obviously, we just saw a back-to-back scenario last week with the Lakers where LeBron only played in one leg. It's trending towards that going in the same direction. But let's talk a little bit more about what happened last night in Toronto. I had a source close to LeBron tell me when he made that play where he passed to Rui Hachimura in the corner, it was the kid from Akron going out the same way he's always played the game, playing unselfishly. And it takes me back to his first season with the Lakers back in 2018, almost 7 years ago to the day, where he has the ball late in the game. He's at the peak of his powers at this point. He finds Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with a kick-out pass, potential to try to win the game there. LeBron could have tried to score there, but the better pass was finding Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Just like last night, he could have tried to force the issue, take Emmanuel quickly, a smaller player inside. He found a wide-open Rui Hachimura for the three, and the Lakers kept that momentum going. A good start to this East Coast road trip because, again, with no LeBron tonight and obviously some other challenges for the lineup, they need to stack wins while they can.
Yeah, and again, LeBron playing a season-high 36 minutes yesterday, Dave, in that game against Toronto, and empowering his guys for sure, trusting Rui Hachimura. But let's talk Luka Doncic now, who's out for personal reasons. When are the Lakers expecting him back?
Yeah, George, I was told when he spent his time initially away from the team for these personal reasons that they expect him to miss 2 to 3 games. So tonight would be the second game. The Lakers stay on the East Coast. They play the Philadelphia 76ers on Sunday. That would potentially be the third game. Then there's a 3-day gap between the Sixers game and their next game at home, a NBA Cup quarterfinals game against the San Antonio Spurs in Los Angeles. So certainly by that point, they expect to have him back. The Philly game is still up in the air.
All right, Dave, thank you so much. Appreciate it, brother.
You got it.
All right, there he is, our Dave McMiniman. Here's the best records in the NBA since November 12th. Boston Celtics doing their thing. Everyone left them for dead, it felt like, when Jason Tatum tore his Achilles. But credit to Jaylen Brown, Joe Mazzulla, and everyone. The Celtics own the NBA's best offensive efficiency and third highest net efficiency, only behind the Thunder and the Rockets. So, unfortunately, it looks like no LeBron tonight in Boston. And these two teams, red hot right now. We mentioned the Celtics earlier. We saw what the Lakers have been doing here. So, Chiney, what's impressed you most, though, about the Celtics to this point?
That their system, as my earrings are like going everywhere, that the system is still thriving. It's still working. If there's one word to describe Joe Mazzulla, I'd say an enigma. But it works to his advantage because he has the guys believing that they still are capable, and they absolutely are more than capable. They're exceeding expectations. I'm talking about, during this 8-2 run of the last 10 games that they've done really well. Not only do they have the best offensive efficiency in the NBA, they've made the most threes, and JB has averaged 30 points per game. And so it doesn't matter who their opponent is. They're going to trust their system. They've bought into it, and it's actually working no matter who's to their left or to their right.
On December 17th, I sat with Joe Mazzulla while I was eating the grain bowl, unbothered for lunch. And no Porzingis, no Horford, no Holiday, and obviously no Tatum. And he didn't care. He's just like, what, we only supposed to play when we have a good team? No. He believed that their team was going to be great anyway. He believes if they play tough on both ends of the court and pay attention to detail that they'll still win. And now they've won 8 of their last 10 games. So, I think right now he's doing an amazing coaching job under the circumstances. He didn't answer when I asked him about Tatum, though, in his future. So we'll see there, too, later on.
Yeah, this is not just 8 of the last 10. Look at who they've beaten. They've beaten the Pistons. They've beaten the Cavs. They've beaten the Magic. They've beaten the Knicks. And, Chiney talked about Jaylen Brown and his scoring the 40-point games. Pritchard had 40-point game against the Cavs. But look at these other dudes at the beginning of the season look like creative players. There's Walsh, Gonzalez, Minot. These guys who you did not think about who are contributing defensively, helping them with the rebounds, and who are people that Jaylen Brown and Pritchard can trust to get the ball down low. They're humming on all cylinders in a way that I, quite frankly, did not expect. And I know, Mark, you didn't get an answer about Tatum, but if Tatum comes back, the East needs to watch out for the Celtics squad.
Yeah, I would say they need to watch out right now, to what we've already seen and what Janae and Mark and you have already discussed.